Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, I want for you to imagine a toast to a particular group of people in history, the Romans. Envision holding up a glass in tribute to the Romans. They normally drank and held up glasses when it was in honor of their gods. So this is what they did. This is a form, a ritual that they were partaking in. And one of the things they did is they had cups back there. If you can imagine cups, they tapped each other's cups. Something we do nowadays also. So it's a sign of unity. It's a sign of accord. Everyone is on the same page. And yet, the Romans had a flagrant disregard for other people and countries. They conquered them. And one of the ways they did it, which was very, very effective, is that their road system and transportations was amazing. They would be able to get one group of people, soldiers, from one area to another in a very short time. Now imagine these big barbarians trying to kill Romans. They have this long, broad sword that you can barely lift. I mean, you have to have like a ton of energy trying to lift it. And the Romans had a Roman short sword. So when the barbarians lifted this high over their head, they would stab them, and it would be all over. And that was called a Roman short sword. So that was an amazing weapon they had developed back in that time. Also, they had something unusual called column fighting. Now, how does that work? Soldiers would battle in columns. And when the lead soldier would get tired or be wounded or fall down to the ground, the next soldier would come behind him and fight. So when I got tired and wounded, I dropped to the back of the line. And it was an amazing tactic. One of the other things that they did, which I personally am striving to achieve, is that they surrounded camps at night and set the whole thing ablaze. And as their enemies ran out, they simply killed them. So that is a personal thing that I strive to do, because in order to do something like that, is you need a lot of discipline and a lot of organization. So that was their strength, discipline and organization, in order to do a tactic like that. So that's what I did. That's what I strive for. I didn't kill any soldiers, but I strive to have their organization and their discipline. Now remember, in order to move these armies around, they had to have food. So what did they do? They toasted their bread, and when you toast bread, it not only gives it flavor, it preserves the bread. So you're able to carry it around and eat it. So they toasted their bread, hence the name a toast. So not only were they the master of the toast, but they were the toast of the town.